This is Bamzooki, where once again 2 teams and 8 Zooks will be turning up here today, desperate to prove they've got what it takes to win today's Bamzooki final. So let's get on with the show and meet the very first team who took their Zook building inspiration from the world of boxing.
Hi, I'm Joe.
I'm Dean.
And I'm Scott.
Together, we are the Bash Brothers.
Second out, Zook 1.
I've been working on Dancer. I experimented with the RK points and I moved them higher, so it's got better at climbing over obstacles.
Second out, Zook 2.
The Zook I've made is called Kicksilver. I made him fast by adjusting where the legs were. He's going to win for us.
Second out, Zook 3.
The Zook that I've been working on is called Firestorm, and it is able to climb over objects. I think he looks quite scary.
So don't mess with the Bash Brothers or their Zook,
Because we're going to take you down.
Come on, guys, let's go start on the 4th Zook.
Well, they managed it because here is Kicksilver, Firestorm, Dancer, and Sticky.
So, Bash Brothers, the gloves are off for today's Bamzooki. Welcome to the show. Loving your Zooks. Now, Dean, you've got 4 very different looking Zooks. Do you think they're a good enough overall team for everything that Bamzooki can throw at them?
Well, of course. Our Zooks are top of the range.
Top of the range, all right, so you're a nice, confident team. You think you're going to do this?
Yes!
Well, let's meet the team you're up against today, because they got their Zook building inspiration from the animal kingdom.
Let me see you bounce, bounce.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Catherine, and we need to think of a good start for our Zooks.
How about making them bounce like me?
Yeah, all like them. OK, we've got our pad and camera. Let's let them out to see how they move.
I've got my sketches.
And I've got loads of photos.
Let's go try building our Zooks. Now, what shape is the body?
Well, it's kind of longer and thinner.
Now, let's add some legs. Do you think that's good, then?
Yeah, just need some bunny ears.
Well, the girls will be hopping that these are the Zooks that can do it. That's Catrops, Dackit, Guinea, and Bunny.
Sarah and Catherine, the Buddy Buddies, welcome to Bamzooki. Good to see you. Now, these are the funniest looking rabbits I've ever seen, but Dackit looks great. Who's responsible for him?
Me. Well, the texture I thought should be kind of furry because, well, since it's a cat.
They look really interesting, Zooks, and you're confident today victory could be yours?
Yeah.
Best of luck, girls. So we've met the teams. It's now time to get on with the show. This is the first contest. Marbles, a game that's been around for centuries. Zook Marbles, a game that's been around ever since we invented it. Teams, this is today's first contest, and it is a toughie. What you Zooks have got to do, as Bernard and Nosy are about to demonstrate, is get all the way to the finish line by pushing straight through the middle of these balls. But there's something kind of tough about this, and you can see it right here in the form of these very fast swinging doors. If they catch your Zook is going to know about it, so make sure you pick a brave one for this contest, teams, and pick your first Zook now. Go on.
Well, you've got to be brave to go anywhere near those doors, but you really need strength and stability here.
Right, Sticky. Do you think we should maybe choose Guinea?
He's self-right.
But can easily flip over.
What about Dackit? Yeah.
Bash Brothers, Bunny Buddies, back you come. Come on.
Well, it's a real beauty versus the beast for this Zook Marbles first contest, and the beast is being played by the Bash Brothers Kicksilver, whereas the Bunny Buddies have the beautiful Dackit.
Cheers, Rich. So we've got a Zook that Dean says is designed around a punk rocker and a Zook that Sarah says is designed around a cat. The question is, who's going to come out on top? Teams, are you ready?
Yeah.
Rich, are you steady?
I am steady.
Well, then let's go and start the countdown. 3, 2, 1...
And away they go. And it's a good start by Dackit. Oh, hang on a minute, Kicksilver has just brutally bulldozed Dackett out of the way. Well, that's one way to play the game, I suppose. Well, Dackett is absolutely marooned there on his back, which means Kicksilver has got an easy path to victory. Well, controversially, Kicksilver takes the first round.
Girls, it's a brilliant Zook, but when it's upside down, obviously not quite such a good Zook. Really unlucky there with Dackett. Bash Brothers well played, and what it does mean is as we enter the second contest, the Bash Brothers are already bashing their way into a 1-0 lead. This team's is Zook Super Hurdles, and when I say super, I'm talking super tough. This is what you Zooks have got to do. First of all, they've got to somehow get over that bar at the start, as you can see, already causing problems for Bernard and Nosy. Once you get over that bar, you've got to negotiate this hump on the table here, and then right in the middle, a massive ramp, which is going to cause your Zook all kinds of problems. If you get over that, you've got to deal with these blobs, which are going up and down. After you've made it through the blobs, you've got to somehow get over those cylinders, and if you do that, the first Zook to the end is the winner. And as you can see, Bernard is upside down, so this really is a pretty tough event. Teams, it's time to pick your second Zook. Go on.
Climbability. If that was a real word, it would be perfect to describe what the Zooks need here.
Maybe Firestorm, because he can kind of like get over obstacles.
Should we choose Bunny?
If it hit one of the hurdles, then it would probably flip over.
But Dancer, he's definitely got like the leg movement.
So should we go for Guinea then?
Yeah.
OK, teams, let's go for the second contest. Come on.
Well, the Bash Brothers have chosen Dancer for this, but I can't imagine him getting asked for the slow dance at the disco. And the Bunny Buddies have chosen Guinea, who is startlingly similar.
Thanks very much, Rich. Actually, I think Dancer's quite a nice-looking Zook. Now, teams, it's almost like having identical twins on the Bamzooki table, so this may well be a close contest, but in Bamzooki, you never know. Teams, are you ready to see what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Rich, are you ready?
Take a wild guess, Jake.
I think you probably are, so let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Well, it's a good start for Guinea, who gets up and over that first hurdle first. Definitely the quicker of the two Zooks. Guinea here for the Bunny Buddies. They could really do with this point. Over the big hurdle. Now, Dancer, well, he's not catching up, and Guinea seems to be running away with it, but Guinea's got stuck here on the dome. Oh, Dancer nearly loses it, but has caught up, and here he comes up to the domes, and they go over it absolutely together. But Guinea, the quicker of the two, gets to the cylinders first, but stuck, and Dancer's pulled it back. Oh, unbelievable! Dancer for the Bash Brothers. He's going to steal it on the line. Superb.
Well, that time, Zook Super Hurdles was super close. Girls, Guinea was doing so well, raced over the first three obstacles. You know, when you got to the cylinders at the end, just couldn't quite manage it, but a great Zook, so really unlucky. And what about Dancer? Were you expecting such a victory, Scott?
No, I thought we was going to lose when it got to there.
All right, well, congratulations, because you at the moment are dancing to victory. As we enter the third contest, the Bash Brothers are currently unbeaten. Go on, Bernard, show us how it's done, my son. Now, teams, normally China shops are pretty boring places, but not here on Bamzooki, because this is Zook in a China shop. The aim of the game is to knock down as many of these poles as you can before the klaxon goes. As you can see, Bernard's demonstrating exactly the way to do it, so it's time to pick your third Zook. And Bunny Buddies, this is a huge decision for you. So go and pick your third Zook now. Go on.
Well, we learnt in the last series that size matters here. Pick a Zook that won't get stuck.
Stickies. Well, he's got like pincers, and he's very tall.
Do you maybe think we should choose Catrops?
Yeah, and he'll scavenge under it. Whereas Catrops would probably be able to get over it.
The choice is made. Let's see how they perform. Down you come.
Well, the Bash Brothers are looking for a clean sweep, and they reckon Firestorm is the Zook to do that for them. Meanwhile, the Bunny Buddies, they really need a point, and Catrops might be the Zook that does it.
Thanks a lot, Rich. So, Bash Brothers, you're up first with Firestorm. Can that Zook continue your winning run? What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, best of luck to you guys. Girls, just keep watching. You're up in just a few seconds. Let's do this. Rich, are you ready?
Absolutely.
Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Well, the Bash Brothers are in a great position, and a good score here could really put the pressure on the Bunny Buddies. And Firestorm's got a little bit caught there, but he's loose now, and that's not a bad start. The counter racing up. This is quite a good score, considering he is quite a small Zook. And there goes the klaxon. clacks, and it's a good score. It's 53.
53 poles, that's not bad at all, boys. Well played. But can Catrop beat that? The pressure is now on the Bunny Buddies once again. It's time to start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Well, Catrops has got 20 seconds to pull this out of the bag for the Bunny Buddies. And, well, he's gone and got stuck. That's the problem when you put a small Zook into Zook in a china shop. Another one goes down, but as the clock ticks away, I'm afraid it's not going to be enough. There goes the klaxon, and, well, it's only 11.
Girls, I'm so sorry. You've lost the third contest, so really unlucky. Bash Brothers, you've got a 3-0 lead going into the final. Joe, tell me how that feels for your team.
It feels brilliant, and it gives me the confidence that we've got a good enough Zook for the final.
OK, well, with the final in mind, it's time to get on with it. This is today's Bamzooki final. This team's is the finish line for today's Bamzooki final. The first Zook to cross that is going to be the winner, and this is what's lying ahead of them. Your very first Zook has got to bash through the wall just at the start of the race right there. They'll tag the next Zook, who's got 2 rather tricky hurdles to overcome. Your third Zook has got to get past the sliding door, and your final Zook has got to run as quick as they can all the way down to the finish line. Now, your big job is to work out which Zook can perform which job the best for you. So while you get doing that, Rich, maybe you can help me out. Just going back to the Bunny Buddies, I was just wondering how Catrops could have been slightly better on Zook in a china shop. What do you think?
Yeah, the girls are really hoping that Catrops would do a lot better. But I've got a great tip to get a good score in this one. Here we go. Take a look at this alligator, because it's all about the tail. And look at the size of this one. Stop. Rewind that. I reckon if this animal wanted to swipe anything out of its way, it wouldn't have any trouble at all. Just think of this bad girl in a china shop. Wouldn't be pretty, I'll tell you that for nothing. Big long tail, loads of movement, and release her into the wild. Look at her go! That's the way to win a Bamzooki contest.
Cheers, Rich. And, of course, another way to win a Bamzooki contest is to get to the finish line of the final first, which is what both teams are desperate for. So without any further ado, please introduce us to the lineup for the final.
Well, for the Bash Brothers on the first leg, it's Dancer against Catrops, who we've just seen in the previous game. Sticky takes the second leg alongside Daggett, and then it's Firestorm versus Bunny. And then the final leg, it's Kicksilver up against Guinea.
Thanks, Rich. Bash Brothers, you've got a 3-second lead going into the final, but will it be enough? It's time to find out. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Well, off goes Dancer with that 3-second advantage. Can the Bunny Buddies pull this one back? Catrops has started, but Dancer's already tagged Sticky. Sticky over the first hurdle. A bit stuck on the second one, but Catrops still hasn't made it to Daggett yet. And oh my goodness, Firestorm nearly gets caught in the sliding doors, but he tags Kicksilver. And as he started with a victory, Kicksilver finishes with a victory. The Bash Brothers take it.
Bunny Buddies, I am so sorry you didn't win any of the contests, and in the final, your Zooks just couldn't quite manage to cope with the terrain. But really well done. Absolutely brilliant, Zooks. Thanks for coming down here. Hold on a minute, Bash Brothers. You are in the semi-final, and you've got your hands on some rather nice Bamzooki pictures, so hand those out amongst yourselves. Well played. We'll see you again. And if you would like to design your very own Zooks, please do log on to the CBBC website. All the stuff is there to download. Rich, have you enjoyed yourself?
Absolutely, Jake.
Good-o. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Does it get better than that? A new heat coming your way.
The mighty blue whale, defender of the deep, largest mammal on the planet.
I see you've met Tiny then, Rich.
Yes, I have.
Very small Zook indeed, isn't he? Sent in by Sebastian, and absolutely gorgeous. Sebastian, thank you very much for that. Anyway, welcome to Bamzooki once again today. We've got 3 contests and a final as we search for today's Zook of Zooks. Make sure you stick around, because it's now time to meet the very first team, and they saw Zook building as a bit of a challenge. Oh, we're going to have a whale of a time today, Tiny.
Pickton Predators, and we're always ready for new challenges.
Today we've been learning how to surf, but a few months ago we discovered our biggest challenge yet.
Bamzooki!
Robert's the one that sort of holds us together. He's a team leader.
My Zook is Stigler. I've made it very fast. It's a strong runner.
I made one called Firestorm. It's got like a fiery kind of a design. Chris kind of helps us with the motion.
He knows basically everything that you need to know.
Bouncer sort of looks like a sort of disc with 4 huge curved legs coming off it. He can do the hurdles really well.
I think I'm the one that makes him look good. Evil Dark Creature, the reason why he has the pincers at the front and the back, this is done from flipping himself over.
We're confident about our Zook movements, but we're not quite sure about our surfing moves though.
And arriving on the crest of a wave here today are these 4. Firestorm, Piglet, Bouncer, Evil Dark Creature.
Pickton Predators, welcome to the show. Now, we do tend to get quite similar looking Zooks here on Bamzooki, but the same can't be said for yours. Talk me through Bouncer, because he looks great.
We just decided to have a hurdler, because none of the Zooks that we have are that good at hurdles.
Piglet, he's a special little thing, isn't he?
He's the first Zook we made and we love him lots. He's got long legs, so that makes him extremely fast at running.
All right, brilliant. Boys, welcome to the show. Let's meet the team you're up against, because when it came to Zook building for them, they did it in the kind of way that I would, kicking a football about.
We are the Zook Busters. We think Bamzooki is like football. It is all about teamwork and tactics.
In our team, Dan has been building the Zooks while we discuss how we want them to look and their abilities. Our strategy was to build Zooks for different types of contests. Zinedine Zoukan was designed with a special kicking foot, which he could kick stuff out the way.
We built a Zook called Knuckles that had bars around it to help it push things out of the way. We think it is good for a Zook in the china shop.
Project Snip was designed for moving heavy objects. He has 2 spiky arms and a scoop for moving things out the way.
You've got the team, you've got the strategy. Now it's time to bust some Zooks.
And here are the Zooks they hope will be celebrating at the final whistle. Knuckles, Project Strength, Zinedine Zoukan, and Dagger.
Zook Busters, welcome to Bamzooki. Happy to be here?
Yeah.
Ready for the competition?
Yeah.
OK, now you have got an amazing quartet of Zooks. What are those things on the front of Knuckles that kind of look like sausages?
It was designed for games like Zook in the china shop, so it could push objects out of the way.
So you've got 4 big, chunky, fat Zooks, and then for some reason, a very thin, spindly little Dagger over there. Why have you gone for such a different look?
Because it's very lightweight, so it makes it very fast.
OK, so you're nice and confident today, boys?
Yeah.
All right, we're on with the show. It's now time for our very first contest. OK, teams, today's first contest is a good old Bamzooki favourite, only since last time we've given it a little lick of virtual paint. As you can see, it's looking nice and bright for you. Now, the aim of this game is to knock down as many of these pins, which Bernard's doing right now, as you can, and you get 2 goes each. After the first go, any pins you haven't knocked down will be left standing, and you get to knock them down. So hopefully by the end, you might have got rid of them all. Teams, the aim of this one is to pick a Zook that can bowl over the opposition. So do it right now. Go on.
It's not so much about speed and strength, more about accuracy in a big flat head.
So we're going to need something that will keep the ball going in a straight line.
We need something accurate to knock the pins down. I think Zinedine Zoukan.
Yeah, I disagree. What about Bouncer? He can hold on top of the ball and kind of push it.
All agreed?
Yeah.
Zinedine Zoukan?
So,
OK, what are we going to choose for?
3DC.
Yeah, right.
You've made your first decision. It's time for the first contest. Let's go.
It came from the dark. It was evil, and so it was named.
Evil Dark Creature, obviously. That's the Pickton Predators' choice. Meanwhile, the Zook Busters are hoping Zinedine Zoukan has the silky skills of his namesake.
Thank you very much, Rich. So we've got an evil dark creature up against a Zook named after a French footballer. Only on Bamzooki could that happen. Best of luck, teams. Pickton Predators, you're up first, so cheer evil dark creature on. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Evil Dark Creature up first. Oh, interesting. Oh, sort of a double hit there. Steering it right into the poles. 1, 2. That's your lot.
It was kind of a very weird way of getting to the ball, but he did it in the end. He scores 2. Can Zinedine Zoukan match that? Let's find out.
Well, with that spike on the front there, you'd think he's more likely to puncture the ball than hit it in the right direction. And really, he's got a bit of a skewy shot there. It's close, but he's missed. It's no score.
Not quite got the accuracy of the great man, but don't worry, you're going to get another go in just a second. Can Evil Dark Creature extend his lead? Boys, let's find out.
And off goes Evil. Oh, that's an interesting approach there. Sort of round the ball, missing it, and then falling off. Ah. Oh, dear. Not so much Evil Dark Creature, more Evil Daft Creature.
What you'll find, boys, if you can actually touch the ball, you've got more chance of winning. Yeah, he is down there, still on the floor, Chris. You can find him somewhere down there. But all this means that Zinedine Zoukan could win this if he scores more than 2. Boys, eyes down.
Well, he can't do any worse than last time when he scored none. It's not looking good, and he's done exactly the same as last time. Oh, he nearly got it teetering on the edge, but no. It's a 2-0. Evil Dark Creature takes.
Well done, boys. Zook Busters, he almost managed to get one. He wasn't quite honing the silky skills there that Zinedine Zidane has in real life, so unlucky too. And leaping around like crazy things over here. Congratulations. EDC did it for you, so well done. And of course, all this means that after a very low-scoring round of Zook bowling, the Pickton Predators enter round 2 with a 1-0 lead. Our second contest, teams, is Weakest Zook, which is kind of a weird name because it's all about strength. And this is the aim of the game. As you can see, Bernard doing brilliantly. You have to push against the wall in front of you, thus by pulling your opposing Zook straight into the hole. The first Zook to go into the hole is the loser. So, teams, make sure you pick a nice, strong Zook. And for the second time, do it now. Go on.
Well, I can sum up in one word what's required here. Brute force. Oh, hang on, that's 2.
Right, Weakest Zook.
For this event, we should choose Project Strength.
We need someone who's fast and strong.
Dagger, because he's pretty fast and he could outrun the opponent.
Probably heavier than the other 2 Zooks put together, or just pull them forward.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think we should use Project Strength.
Yeah, we got to choose.
I think Firestorm.
Firestorm.
OK, teams, back you come.
Well, without wanting to sound rude, these are a right couple of ugly Zooks. Firestorm for the Pickton Predators and Project Strength for the Zook Busters.
Cheers, Rich. You could never sound rude, mate. Don't worry about that. And if we're going on names alone, there's only going to be one winner of this contest. Teams, are you ready to find out who it's going to be?
Yeah.
Rich, are you ready to find out who it's going to be?
I'm ready, Jake.
Good. Shall I start the countdown?
Yes.
Let's do it.
3, 2,
Ready.
1.
Well, off they go, and oh dear me, Project Strength is on his back. And frankly, he's in the hole. Oh, less Project Strength, more Project Embarrassment.
Zook Busters, it seems your Zook was more project than strength, but don't worry about that too much. There is still one more round to go before the final. And Pickton Predators, it's going well for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well done to you. And all this means is that the Pickton Predators are 2-0 in the lead as we enter the third round. Now, teams, these nice-looking balls are actually pretty nasty because at every available opportunity in Danger Zook, they'll be hoping to smash and bash your Zooks as much as they can. Now, look at this. Bernard has been practising morning, noon and night the last few days. And look at that. They're just not going to touch him. He's absolutely superb. And if you can pick a Zook that can emulate him, get in there, Bernard. And poor old Nosy can't quite cut it. Hopefully, though, your Zooks can. Guys, for the third time, go and pick a Zook. Go on.
Well, it's the third contest. There are only 2 Zooks to choose from. Let's see if they've got a quick one.
I think Bouncer, because he can bounce over the balls, can't he?
I think Dagger would be very good for this one because he's pretty fast and he could dodge the cannonballs.
Yeah, but Piglet's quicker.
But I really think should do Dagger.
Okay.
Right.
Everyone in favour of Bouncer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Back down you come for the third contest.
Well, the Pickton Predators have given us Evil Dark Creature and Firestorm. Now meet Bouncer. And from the Zook Busters, is this a dagger I see before me? Yes, it is.
Thanks very much, Rich. Now, 2 very different sounding Zooks and 2 very different looking Zooks. This is going to be a very interesting contest. Teams, are you ready to see who comes out on top?
Yeah.
Good. Rich, are you ready to speak very fast?
Yes, I am, Jake.
Let's do it then. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Well, off they go, and my goodness me, look at Dagger, and what is Bouncer doing? Well, not very well. It's over before it's begun. Dagger takes it.
Look at Dagger go for the Zook Busters. You finally won a contest. Congratulations, Tom. How do you feel?
Absolutely speechless.
I bet you do. And Pickton Predators, Bouncer couldn't quite do the business for you there, but you're still bouncing in today's Bamzooki final. 2-1 to the good. Well done to you. It's now time for the final. The Bamzooki final, the ultimate test for your Zooks. And Matthew, the test consists of 4 separate parts, a bit like a school exam. Now, your very first Zook has got to bash through that wall right there. They then tag the second Zook, who's got 2 rather tricky hurdles to overcome. The third Zook, somehow, and don't ask me how, has got to make their way around the sliding door. And the final Zook has got to sprint quick, smart, down to the finish. The first Zook to get there is going to be the winner. Now, teams, your big job is to work out which Zook can do which job for you. So you get on with that, because, Rich, I've got a big job for you as well, mate. I want to know, why was Dagger such a good Zook?
Well, Jake, you're not wrong. He was superb. That was one of the quickest performances we've ever seen. But why? Well, here we go. It's a lot to do with weight. It plays a big part in how fast a Zook is. Take a look at this jet car. Every part of it is engineered specifically for speed. And no part is heavier than it has to be to ensure that its weight is kept down to an absolute minimum. So, if you want to build a fast Zook, then don't add anything that's unnecessary. Keep your Zook slim and trim. Just like these speedy Zooks from the website. Slim, trim, and very fast.
Well, we've got a few slim and trim Zooks here and some that don't fit that bill at all. I tell you what, Rich, keep the information going. Give us the lineup for today's Bamzooki final. Go on.
All right, Jake, just for you. First leg, we've got Firestorm up against Project Strength. Second leg, Bouncer takes on Zinedine Zucan. Third leg, Evil Dark Creature against Knuckles. We've not seen him before, and we've not seen Piglet either, and he's going to be up against Dagger.
Best of luck to both teams. I want lots of noise. It's time to start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
And off goes Firestorm with that narrow head start. He tags Bouncer. And wow, look at Bouncer go. Meanwhile, Zinedine Zucan is, well, struggling over that first hurdle. Bouncer's done brilliant. Evil Dark Creature is on the way. He's through. He has tagged Piglet. Surely it's all over because Zinedine Zidane is still stuck. And hang on a minute. Piglet is trapped. This could be a disaster. Unbelievable. He's free. But he's upside down! Oh, my word! I've never seen anything like it! Bamzooki!
Well, that's what Bamzooki's all about, expecting the unexpected. Zook Busters really unlucky. Had some brilliant Zooks. They battled back from being 2-0 down, so unlucky. Pickton Predators in the middle of a massive team hug. Congratulations, boys. Some brilliant Zooks. A brilliant performance once Piglet got 3 at the end. There you go. Hand out your very own Bamzooki pictures. We'll see you back here for the semi-final. And don't forget, you can build your very own Zooks, courtesy of the CBBC website. You log on, check that out, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone out there? We're on this